What's going down, cultivators? It's Steven here, dropping in with another entrepreneur before they make it big. You mind telling me about yourself?
Yes, my name is Ariel. I'm owner of ASEM on Allure, Silk Press and Color Bar, located in Shenandoah, Texas. And yeah, that's what I do.
You came a long way out then.
I did.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So, okay, tell me, what's the story behind your brand's birth?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit of a long story, but I'm trying to make it short.
Go for it.
So back in 2016, God gave me a vision to own a salon. I was 19, and I honestly had no interest in being in the beauty industry. I mean, of course, like I want to do hair and stuff, but like not as a career. I was in college, majoring in chemistry, so I was like not even thinking anything about it. But I was like, you know what? Like that would be a great way to like have passive income or something. Mm-hmm. So time moves on, and 2017 comes, and it was a really hard year for me. I ended up dropping out of college, and I didn't really know what else to do. So I made a presentation to my mom, like, this is the reason why I should drop out of college and pursue cosmetology. And she was like, okay, cool. And the school that I had preferred, she was like, well, I have something more better for you. So she took me to the cosmetology school that I ended up graduating from. And then from there opened like this world of like, okay, I'm going into the beauty industry. And the end of 2018 going into 2019, I was looking for a job in a salon. They really pushed making sure that you had like this family environment. I could not find that. Nobody wanted to hire me. I couldn't find an environment I liked. I just couldn't find anything. So I just started praying. I'm like, God, what do I do? Because I can't be out without a job. I can't, I got to pay bills. And he was like, work for yourself. Do your own thing. Go out and figure out what you need to do. So I started charging $25 for silk presses. It's terrible. I used to make people's hair really bad. Like they would come to me with afro and leave it afro. Like it wasn't it, But over time I got better, and then I ended up working for a few salons, and I used that time as training. Like I didn't really use it as like I'm here to work for you. More of like I'm here to
for myself. Yeah. I'm just getting my skills right.
Yeah, I want to be better at what I do. And the end of 2019, I ended up quitting those salons, and then I went like full force. I was doing my own thing. I was, getting clients back to back. And then 2021 comes, and I'm moving pretty fast with the stories, a lot more details, but 2021 comes, and I'm like, I'm done with this. Like, I'm not doing hair no more. Don't ask me. Don't call me. Website shut down. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not turning around. And people just kept asking me, and I'm like, y'all need to leave me alone. Like, I'm not doing hair anymore. And it just like, no matter what I would do, I would somehow end up back in the hair industry. And I ended up, moving. I was living in Huntsville. I ended up moving out in spring. And while I was out there, I ended up getting a job at a color bar doing hair again. And then I realized, like, somehow I just keep ending up back into this world. Like, no matter how much I try to get out of it, no matter how much I try to do something different, like, I just keep ending up back here. So I was like, I'm going to just, ride the wave and do whatever I want. And then after I graduated college, I ended up being a school teacher. I know, like weird, but I was a school teacher. And then I ended up working for another institute. And I was just like, this is just not like what I want to do. And I was sitting on the couch one day, and God was like, why don't you go on, Google, and start looking up for salon suites. I had no interest of going back into hair, but I was like, okay. So I found a salon suite that was located close to where I'm at now, and I went to go on tour. And long story short, everything like went perfect. Like it was like easy way in. So I was like, okay, well, you brought me here, then you gonna have to see it through. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm still in the middle of it. I'm still in the middle of figuring out like where I'm gonna go with this, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
That's wonderful. So what are some of those essential values and ethics that you live by now as an entrepreneur?
Honestly, I'm in a place right now where like I'm like fully like I have to trust God. Like there's no plan that I can follow. There's no step by step that I can follow, because even when I follow those, like it's like it might work for a little bit, but then I have to like go back and do something else. And I just keep finding myself in this circle over and over and over when I try to take control of myself. But where I'm at right now is literally just trusting God. Like I can't even tell anybody like, there's a specific plan. If you do this, if you do that, there's no specific plan, because, in entrepreneurship, it's all a risk. It's just getting up every day and hoping that you succeed and keep moving forward even if you don't. So
Yeah, it's very true. So then how do you separate yourself from everybody else in the hair industry?
I try not to compare myself.
There you
It's
go.
really hard.
There you go. I know. Trust me. It gets hard sometimes, especially when you are like so like observant, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Actually, I like that. It's like observing, because that's really like, I feel that way. Like I'm always looking at like what other people are doing and like, okay, how can I use that technique? And for some reason, when I use other people's techniques, they just never work. And I don't know why. What they're doing looks amazing, but when I do it, I'm like, it's not working. But yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot what I was saying. What was the question again?
It was, how do you separate yourself from other people on the line of your industry?
Oh yeah. Well then, yeah. I found my specialty and I stick to it. I really just look at myself. Like I'm pretending there's nobody else around. Like even if I do admire someone else's work, I'm just like, I admire it. I don't need to copy you. Like
Yeah, just like, damn, I really appreciate what you're doing. But this is how I do it.
Yeah, like pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, that's wonderful though. I mean, you really get to find out what works for you and what sets you apart. So I mean, that's a very valuable tool to have in this industry, I've learned.
Yeah.
But can you share an experience that a customer has had with you that's really embodied what you're about?
Okay. So I had a client who she was quiet the entire service, and honestly, I love that. Like I'm a talker. I like to talk, but when I'm doing my work, I don't like to talk.
You're focused more.
Yeah, I'm focused. And her hair came out amazing, and she's one of my like repeat customers. And I find when I'm really like myself with my clients, then my work is always the best. I don't have to be the hairstylist that's always having conversation. You know, there's a really big, I guess, stigma that hairstylists are your therapist. I don't have to be your therapist. I don't, every now and then, we have those conversations, but I don't have to be that for you all the time. But if I can just be your hairstylist, then I'm still adding value to you. And even though it was just kind of like a mediocre, interaction, I was just quiet and her hair came out really nice. It really showed me like I know what I'm doing, and I don't have to be everybody else to know what I'm doing, basically. Yeah,
that's actually really cool. So then, is there a way that you were really able to vibe with the scene of Houston and give back to it in the hair community, or?
Trying. I really don't know.
Try.
Because I'm trying to connect with Houston, and I'm not saying like I can't or like I don't. I don't know. Like maybe just the events I go to, they're just, I just go and I have fun. But for some reason, hair isn't like one of those things. So I'm really just trying to connect with community, like as
Have you been able to properly present yourself? I'd say like maybe do your own type of thing, and they're like, "Wow, your hair looks really nice. Who did your hair?" It's like, "Oh, I did my hair." They're like, "What? You did your hair?" "Yeah, I did my hair." "Can you do my hair?" "Of course I can do your hair, sweetheart, when you want to come by." Something like that.
It's so funny that you say that, because literally as I was doing my hair today, that's the interaction I have with myself. Like, I would love if somebody does that today. I'm like, I need to find a female just like run into me like, "Hey girl, I did my own hair today." But
this was divine culmination then.
Right? But no, I haven't had that interaction yet, but I would love that.
I was saying, I like your hair. It looks really nice.
Thank you. You want to come get your hair done?
I don't really got enough hair like that, but I mean, no. If you know how to definitely like cut some hair, I'll definitely let you experiment, maybe.
I'm not men's cuts yet, but I'm gonna get there.
Once you do, let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know. So, what are some challenges you faced along the way, and how have you really turned them into wins for yourself?
Honestly, one of my biggest challenges is money and idolizing money, because you're not gonna make a lot of money. Like, when you're really starting out, and it's easy to go get a job. Like, I finished college, I can just use my degree and go get another job. I can go back to teaching. I can go back into a salon. Like, it's so easy to just jump back into, the hamster wheel, but I want to do something different. So my biggest challenge is not to make money my God and say, "Oh, okay, like, my life would be better if I had $10,000, which, maybe it would be. Mentally, probably not. But, at least I know I'm going to get gas, and at least I know my bill's going to be paid. So I'm just trying to, like,
Try to survive.
Yeah.
It's a cruel world out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so, can you tell me a story where your brand has really changed somebody else's game?
In what way? Like,
Like, let's say you did hair for somebody and they had a really big event to go to. All they got was compliments like, wow, your hair looks amazing. Who did your hair? And it really generated some revenue for you as well.
Okay, so I actually had a few moments like that, but one of my favorite moments was when my mom was able to spot my work on somebody that she's never met before. So
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. What?
yeah, I had a girl whose hair I did like religiously, and my mom just happened to be like passing by her, and she was like, "Who did your hair?" And she was like, "This girl named Ariel." She was like, "That's my daughter." And I'm like, I don't know how you knew that was my work, but like that was like, you know what? Maybe I, putting a stamp on people. Like, okay, cool.
That's dope. And so, do you have any future plans that we should all be looking forward to in the future?
So I have a few events coming up. I want to start doing more communal events that are not really connected to hair, but connected to like my brand. I would say just follow me on Instagram, Allure, to stay connected. And I'm always giving out, I won't say discounts because I'm not a discount person, but I'll say some stuff that you can benefit from.
Can we expect to see you here at the network anytime soon for any events, possibly?
I hope so. Yes, I'm wanting to get out more. So yes, yeah.
Good. I'm glad because we definitely would love to have you. So
Yeah.
I gotta ask: has there been any landmark moments in your journey that have really made you just have like that aha moment of just like, yeah, I'm getting somewhere finally?
Yeah. So I call it the runner's high. Like, when you're running and you start to get tired and then like you keep going anyways and then somehow you have like this energy. I realized that when I was doing like the 100th silk press, I was like, you know what? Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, nobody can tell me I don't know what I'm doing. Because I've had moments where like, while I'm doing the hair, I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl ain't gonna leave. Like, she gonna be mad when she leave. But as I'm doing it, like, trusting myself, like, I know what I'm doing. And then, the hair comes out good. And now I can stamp myself and say, like, I am a silk press specialist. Like, I know what I'm doing.
That's tough, especially because you said that was a weakness at first, huh?
Yeah, it was, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there you go. That's a real curveball. That's dope as shit. I love that. Man, okay. So, you've had some trial and error. Mm-hmm. I know that. Do you have any advice for anyone just starting out in the hair industry?
Have a vision, stick to it, and don't let anybody get you off of it. If you see yourself doing it, then that's what you're supposed to be doing, and nobody else can see the vision but you.
There you go. You mentioned having a vision. What's your big vision?
I don't know if I can tell you because like.
I'll sign an NDA if you really need it.
No, my overall vision is to own my own silk press bar and color bar where women can come and get their hair done super quick and move on with their life where they're not there for hours and kind of make it a nice.
Just a good experience, huh?
Yeah, a good experience. Champagne,
Oof.
Of course, you gotta have the champagne. Ooh. Online consultations, make it quick and easy. Private appointments. Yeah, I see myself having a couple chairs open and, being a real salon owner.
That's awesome. And so where can everybody at home get in touch with you?
At ASEM Allure on Instagram and asemonallure.glossgenius.com. And you can also find me on Style Seat at ASEM Allure.
Oof. Well, cultivators, it's been great cutting up with Ariel today. Thanks you guys for tuning in. So, we're gonna catch you in the next one. Peace. That was dope. I really like that. I like your energy.
Yay, thank you. So I brought you a gift. I didn't know who was interviewing me, but I wanted to bring a gift.
I feel honored. I've never had this before. This is cool.
But yeah, just a little thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. This helps me get experience as well under my belt. Get to interview a bunch of different people and just create a more profound community myself because I'm someone that wants to, inspire and spread knowledge. So
That's
the more
cool.
people I get to interact with and inspire, the better. You got me, kid. Oh my God. Wow. Popcorn. So look, here's
Just
popcorn.
a few little snacks.
What else? What else? Oh my God, this is so cool. We got some Swiss Miss. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what I can do with this? Oh, you got me gum. Yeah. Oh yeah. Some do like the beauty gurus. Some apple spice cider. Yeah. I haven't had a lot of this kind of thing. Oh, we got Mentos. Mentos, yeah. We got
He's
some
gonna
more,
take
some
everything
more.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna show the network. This is what you get when you book with Ariel. You guys got to come check it.
This is exactly what you get, actually.
You got another Christmas in there? Yeah, got a little care package. And then on the inside, we have a little business card.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to zoom in, post edit, zoom in on that. Simone Allure, there you go. There you go. I'm gonna set that in a special place on my laptop. Then for the rest, we got some gum and we got some little Hershey's. Just did inside the bag. But yeah, Simone, thank you so much for coming today, Ariel. It was great cutting up with you. This is dope.